So today's lesson going to be on motion graphic using After Effects. All right. So what I did here, this is Illustrator. Okay, I downloaded this image from what you call FreePic. Okay, we have one image over here, and then I have another image. If I go to there is 02 city. Okay, I have second image over here, and I have my third image. Okay, all these are actually a vector file. All right, so we can animate vector files in After Effects provided we separate all the layers. So currently when I download, right, it is actually as in one layer. Okay, you can see the layer name here, one layer. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to separate all the components. Okay, so if you have time, you separate all the elements in a different layer. Okay, but just for practice purpose, I'm just going to separate few layers only, not many. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to, let's say for example like this, right? When I select, it is selecting the whole thing as one object, and I can see everything is nicely cropped on a rectangle shape over here. All right, so what I do is I go to object, clipping mask, and then I release. Okay, this is Illustrator. All right, so when I release, then I can see my entire object. All right, then I can actually select the individual object. If you select, if it is grouped, then you have to ungroup first. Okay, let's say if I go to object and then I go to ungroup. Okay, then I deselect and then I can select again individual object. For example, I can see there is some glow effect over here. Okay, after I select, let's say I cut. Okay, when I cut, I go to my layer panel, I create new layer and then I place in front. Okay, and if you notice, right, okay, if I turn off the background layer, this is black color. Okay, so means this object, it has a blending mode. Okay, which we will apply again in After Effects. All right, so because in Illustrator, the blending mode we apply on an object, but in Photoshop and After Effects, we apply blending mode on a layer. All right, so we have to apply again the blending mode. All right, so for example, this is a glow effect. Glow effect, it should be screen or lighten. Okay, so I already cut one object over here. Okay, let's say for example, I want to separate the sky, the mountain, and also the land area over here. Okay, I'm going to select the bottom part here. Okay, I'm going to cut it. Okay, so when I cut, I can see the trees, the houses are still there. Okay, so let me just undo back. So I shift click on the trees. Okay, so can I select this? Cut. Okay, it is not selecting. Never mind. I create a new layer. I paste in front. Turn off the visibility temporary. Then I select again all the trees over here. Select, select. Okay, make sure you select everything. Select, and then cut again. Select back the same layer, and then you paste in front. But if you want to make all the trees as a separate layer, also can. All right, and then I'm going to select the houses here. Cut, and then go back here, and then paste in front. Okay, something like this. All right, so we have this background as a separate layer. Okay, this one also. I'm going to select this, cut, new layer, paste in front. All right, and then the mountains here. So let me just turn off the visibility. Okay, so this tree also cut, select back the top layer, and then I paste in front. Okay, this one you don't have to do, don't worry. Okay, I'm just I'm just separating all the layers here so that you can use it later on. Okay, so and then finally I select everything, Control A. Okay, maybe I still have some grasses here, which I need to select as well. Okay, there are some other element. I'm going to ignore that. I create another new layer and then I paste in front. Control F to paste in front. Okay, and then there are some rocks here. Okay, so there are some other element. Okay, also cut. Okay, put it back at the same layer. Okay, and then Control A, shift click and drag at the background for the sky to remove the selection. Then I cut again, right? And then new layer, paste in front. Okay, so we have all these layers here so that we can later animate all this at the same time. Okay, or different time, whatever. Okay, like maybe it's like dropping out from the top or whatever, any type of animation. Nur Arifa, no, it is not After Effects, it is Illustrator. I'm just preparing the file so that we can use it in Illustrator. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to save this file. Okay, save the file and then I'm going to close it. Okay, I'm going to go to my second image here. All right, so same thing, select the object, release the clipping mask, Control Alternate 7. Okay, when you try to select, if it selects the separate individual object, then it's fine. If it is not, then you have to select one by one, or sorry, you need to ungroup first, then only you create a new layer and then you paste in front. Okay, I'm turning off the visibility and then select some more, cut. Okay, and then new layer, paste in front. And then let's say I select all the, all the waters, let's say, cut, new layer, paste in front, turn off the visibility, and then this objects, excuse me. Okay, let me see, this is the road, cut, okay, shift select, cut, new layer, paste in front, turn off the visibility, okay, and then some more, cut. I'm going to select all this, the lamppost, the bench, okay, another bench, another lamppost. Okay, and then cut. Okay, I'm going to put it above this layer, paste in front. Okay, you try it sometimes, right? When we cut and paste in front on a different layer, the arrangement of the layer might be wrong. For example, like this one. Can you see the lamppost is on top of this, the railing here? Okay, so we have to try to rearrange back. Okay, something like this. But what happened here, when I rearrange, another object's covering up the this shape here. Okay, so in that case, right, you need to select what we call individual object and then you separate it. For example, 1 and 2. These two objects here, these two lampposts here, I'm going to select this separately. Let me just turn off, and then select, shift select, I cut. Okay, and then I create a new layer above this layer and then paste in front so that it will go behind. All right, something like this. Okay, and here, okay, maybe I just simply move it up a bit. Okay, something like this. Right, so this is done. Okay, and then finally maybe the tree and also the sky, let's say. Okay, so I select everything and then I shift click and drag for the sky to remove the selection and then I cut. Okay, new layer, paste in front. All right, so we have all these separate elements here. Okay, and then okay, this is done. Okay, so we will animate all this separately in After Effects. So I'm going to save this file and then close the file. And then this one also same, release the clipping mask, Control Alternate 7, and then select the individual object. Okay, let's say for example, the top part, let's say the green color, this and the road, let's say. Okay, so select everything, or I just simply click and drag, select, and then make sure you shift click to remove selection. Then you cut. Create new layer, paste in front. Does it paste? No, it doesn't. Okay, sometimes, right, the shortcut key, it doesn't work properly. So I go to edit, cut, new layer, edit, paste in front. Okay, then turn off the visibility. Okay, can okay. And then I select all this object here, the green color objects here. Okay, so make sure sometimes certain things you have to lock the layer. So I'm going to select all this. Cut, new layer, paste in front, turn off the visibility, then select some more. Cut, select the layer, paste in front, and then again, last one. Okay, there is a question. Yes, correct. Okay, this type of editing, okay, you must have a file from Illustrator. Okay, you must. But if you want to manually draw in After Effects, right, that it will be take longer time. All right, it's better prepare in Illustrator. Okay, or Photoshop also can. Okay, so let me just select all the cities here. Cut, new layer, paste in front. Okay, so let's say, for example, I cut all this, put back on the same layer. So, okay, now let's try to cut first. I'm going to select this, and this, let's say. Cut, new layer, paste in front, turn off the visibility. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, cut, another new layer, paste in front. Okay, so I'm going to put it above. Again, cut, new layer, paste in front. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Turn off the visibility first. Okay, and then you select all the sky only. Okay, not the building. And then I cut, new layer, paste in front. Okay, something like this. Okay, here you can see everything looks fine. Okay, but when you import in After Effects, right? Maybe it will become black color like this. Okay, in this case, right, all these black color effects here, you need to put it in a different layer. Okay, very important. Why? So that you can change the blending mode later. Okay, I'm going to select all these 3 objects here. New layer, paste in front. Okay, so this also cut, paste in front, turn off the visibility. Select this big object over here. Cut, new layer, paste in front. Okay, so where to get the file that I'm editing right now? I downloaded from freepik.com. All right. Okay, so we have this. Okay, let me just double check one by one. Okay, no black color, no black, no black, no black, no black, no black. Okay, so make sure there is no black color effects. Okay, this is actually a glow kind of effect. Okay, if I select this 2 layer, I put it on top. You can see here. If I on and off the layer, can you see the difference? Like glowing effect. Okay, a simple one, but you can see from the first file that we created. Okay, I'm going to close this. I'm going to open back the previous file, which is this one. Here. Okay, you can see this object, right? Okay, this is supposed to be blending mode must be screen. Okay, so done. Okay, so this is fine. This is fine. Fine. Okay, here also we have the same object here. This glow effect. Okay, so we have to select all this object. We have to put it in a different layer. All right. So to select a similar colored object, right, we can also use the magic wand in Illustrator. So I double click my magic wand tool. Okay, and then I change the tolerance to 0, and then I select the circle here. You see, it will select all the same colored circle, and then I cut, and then I go to the top layer, new layer, and then paste in front. Okay, the reason why I cut and then separate it so that I can change the blending mode. All right, very important. Remember that. And here, this is the last layer here. Okay, so let me just try to cut. Also same thing, create new layer, paste in front. Okay, because later on it will become like this when we import. So we have to change the blending mode. Okay, so done. So let me just save this file. I'll share the file with you guys, don't worry. Okay, let me just close this. Okay, let me see. Okay, here I've actually prepared some file. Okay, one is the text file over here. Let me share my entire screen. Okay, you can see here I generated this file from ChatGPT. Okay, and then after I generate this text, right? Okay, I go to there is another application, ElevenLab. Okay, ElevenLab is free for you to try it out, and then there is a limitation how long the duration you can use to convert the audio into convert the text into an audio. So I have this text, this audio file. Let me share my audio as well.
Rural scholar. To the city's towering skyline, empowering urban minds, igniting ambitions, and crafting the architects of the future. Knowledge as the unifying journey, bridging rural and urban landscapes.
Okay. So we have this audio from text, right? So I used the ElevenLabs. You can try to Google ElevenLabs. And then I also have some background music, which I downloaded from YouTube audio library. Okay, if you go to YouTube and then you search for YouTube audio library in your YouTube studio, okay, then you can download all this for free. Okay, so I'll share the file with you guys. Okay, it's uploading. Yes, Bakrida, you're right. Okay, after you download the file, right, you can import directly in After Effects. But don't import first. I'll let you know how to import. Okay, hang on, let me share the file first. So you have to import your audio file, all your AI file, and what else? And music file. Okay, hang on, less than a minute. Okay, I'm putting the file in the link. Please click and download the file. After download, extract the file. If done, let me know. Okay, for those just joined, right? Okay, there is a link in the chat box. Please click the link, download the file, and then extract the file. Okay, done, download and extract. Okay, so now you go to your After Effects, you go to new project, okay, and then you import your AI file. Okay, and if to import an AI file, right, please take a look. I go to file and then go to import file. Okay, so since we have 3 files, right, 3 AI file, select the first file over here and then import as. This one you have to change it to import as composition retain layer sizes. Okay, composition retain layer sizes, then only you click the import button. Okay, so once you import, you double click your composition. Not the folder, not the folder. The folder you can see, you will see all your layers. Don't open the layers, but double click the composition. And you'll be able to see all your layers here on your timeline. Clear?
Again, sir.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let me just delete everything. Okay, first you go to import. Okay, file, import file, and then select your AI file. Select your AI file, import as. You change to composition retain layer sizes, not footage. Okay, composition retain layer sizes, then you go to import. Okay, and then double click the top icon here, the composition icon, double click. It will load into your timeline. It should be similar to like my screen. All right. The rest, have you guys imported? Just import one first. Okay, after that, we need to change the blending mode. Okay, if you notice on your timeline, there is layers, right? Okay, you can try to on and off the visibility of the layer. You can see the top layer, you can see the black color and yellow color circles, right? You select the layer and then you will find mode. If you don't see the mode, right? If you don't see the mode, you click the toggle switches mode at the bottom. Can you see the toggle switches mode? You click that until you see the mode, change from normal to screen. Okay, when you change to screen, right, the black color will become transparent. Apply the same thing for the next layer. Also change to screen. Okay, we have an issue here. There is one more circle. Okay, this one, layer 8. Okay, layer 8 also change to screen. Okay, there are 3 layers, layer 7, layer 2, layer 8. Change the blending mode to screen. Done? Blending mode. Okay, very good. Okay, now what we do actually, right? Actually, what I made a mistake here. Okay, this one. Can you see near the rock over here, there is a white color and green color over here. Supposedly, we should separate this layer and then change the blending mode to multiply. Why? It will look like a shadow. So when we change to multiply, the white color will become transparent. Okay, for this case, we just ignore first, just for your info. All right. If you have a shadow effect with white color and black color maybe, or darker color, you should separate it in a different layer, change the blending mode to multiply. All right. Clear? Because I can see all the rocks here, there is some kind of white color, right? So we have to change it to multiply, right? By right. Okay, but never mind, just ignore first for now. All right, so we're going to animate all the layer right now. Okay, so the animation that we're going to do just a simple position only. All right, so I'm going to select all the layers together. Okay, except for, let me see, this one, leave it. This one, leave it. This is position and layer 8. Okay, so all the layer except for the top 2 layers. Okay, the top 2 layers is actually the glow effect, right? So we're going to animate the opacity for this two, the top 2 layers, 7 and 2. The rest of the layer, we're going to animate the position. Okay, so you click and drag from the bottom, click and drag until layer 5, and then you press P for position. Okay, press P for position. You will see the position with a stopwatch. Okay, then you change your time to, let's say, about 2 seconds. Change your time to 2 seconds, and then you click at the stopwatch. When you click 1, it will apply to all. Understand or not? Select all your layer, press P, change your time to 2 seconds, click the stopwatch. Okay, if done, let me know. Okay, Madan done, Fiza done. Okay, is there, we can manually enter which second to go instead of dragging the mouse? Okay, thank you. Very good question. Thank you so much. Okay, so sometimes, right, when we use the mouse to drag to the exact time, it will be quite difficult, right? So what you do, can you see there is a time over here, the blue color number? Okay, you click the blue color text here. If you want to go to 2 seconds, you type 2 for 2 seconds, 0, 0 for frame. And then you press enter. It will go to 2 seconds. Let's say I want to go to 4 seconds. So click the time one time, 4, 0, 0. 4 for second, 0, 0 for frame. Enter. Understand? Understand? All right, great. Thank you. Okay, click the time, type 200, enter, and then click the stopwatch. You will add a keyframe. Then you go back to your first frame. Okay, you need to know how you're going to animate all this. Okay, for example, all the, the grass, the rocks, the whatever ground, the trees, okay, all this mountain area here, the green one, everything I want to animate from the bottom up, let's say. Okay, so what I do, I have to select the specific layer. Okay, try to on and off your layer to check which one is which. Okay, so if I select this is the sun over here. Okay, layer 6 is the background mountain. Okay, layer 4 is the green. Layer 3 also green. Okay, and then what else we have? And then there is a rocks, layer 5. Okay, so layer 5, yes, of course, you can rename. Okay, it is good if you able to rename in Illustrator itself. Okay, you rename in Illustrator and then only you import. All right, if you want to rename here, also can. All right, you just right click on the layer and then, or you can press enter in your keyboard and then you just rename. All right, give a name for it. Okay, it's a good practice for you to rename your layer. All right. Okay, so let's say I have layer 5, layer 3, layer 4. Layer 5, layer 3, layer 4. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag the Y value, the second value. In the position, there is 2 values over here. The first value is the X value, second is the Y value. So for example, let's say I go to my layer 5, let's say. I click and drag the Y value down until I don't see the rock. Okay, bring it down. Layer 3, select the layer 3, click and drag the Y value, bring it down. Okay, and then layer 4, click and drag the Y value so that it goes down also. Okay, something like this. And then for the layer 6, let's say for example, okay, so this is the sky, the background mountain, right? Okay, I want to bring it from the top to bottom. Okay, so what I do, I click and drag the Y value up. Okay, click and drag until you don't see the object. Okay, something like this. And then layer 8. Okay, layer 8, the sun, I think. Okay, the sun, I'm going to animate from the bottom, somewhere around in the middle. Because after we animate the mountain, the whatever thing, right? We want the sun to appear like a sunrise effect. Okay, so I just bring it to the center only, not further down. Clear? Layer 8. And then the bottom layer, which is the sky, let's say. Okay, also I'm going to bring it from the top, let's say. So I just simply click and drag up. Clear? Okay, now what will happen is if I try to play, okay, everything will be appearing at the same time. Okay, something like this. All right. So what we will do shortly is we try to arrange the keyframe so that it will appear in a different time. Okay, ignore the top 2 layers first for now. Okay, so far if done, please let me know. You can turn off the visibility of layer 7 and 2. Temporary. Later you can turn it on back if it is, distracting. If done, let me know. How layer 6 Y value is negative? It can be positive or negative, doesn't matter. Click, hold and drag the Y value. Click, hold, and drag. You bring it down, it becomes positive. You bring it up, it becomes negative. Okay, Rexwang. Okay, the reason why I can see all, one of the reason is my resolution, your screen resolution. If you're using a laptop, maybe your screen resolution is small. Okay, so what you can do is you make your this timeline panel bigger a bit. Just click and drag. Can you see the blue color line? Bring your cursor to the blue color line and then you click and drag. Okay. All right. Yeah, understood. Understood. Another thing that you can try is you try to increase your resolution or the scale of the resolution. Usually in your desktop setting, right? Okay, if you go to your desktop, let me share my screen. If you go to your desktop, you right click and then go to display setting. Okay, and then you scroll down, you check this one, the scale, 100%. It should be 100%, not 1 to 5. Okay, this is one. And then the display resolution as big as possible so that you can see more panels, more tools. All right, clear everyone? Okay, cool. All done or not, the animation? The others, Madan, are you done? Okay, cool. Okay, done. All right, now take a look here at my screen. Okay, I'm going to turn off the visibility of layer 7 and 2 so that I will animate later. Okay, now what we will do is we try to edit the graph. The reason why I animate all the layers together so that I can edit all the graph at the same time. Okay, we need to edit the graph editor. All right, so to edit the graph editor, you select all your keyframes. Can you see my cursor? From the bottom, I click and drag up so that all my keyframes are highlighted in blue color. Okay, when it is highlighted in blue color, you press F9 in your keyboard, or you can go to on the menu on top here, animation, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Okay, you click the easy ease or F9, your shape of your keyframe will change, number one. And then you go to your graph editor. Can you see the graph editor icon? Like a box with a like a S shape. Okay, you click that. All right, you will see all your graph over here. Then what you do, you click this button here, fit all graph to view. Okay, to make your graph bigger. If your graph don't have similar to mine, which is the like a pinkish color here, what you do is you right click on the graph and then you choose edit speed graph, not value graph. By default, it will be value graph. If you previously already changed, then you don't have to change it again. Okay, so far clear? So far clear? Press F9, select all your keyframe. Select all your keyframe. Press F9 in your keyboard. Then go to graph editor. All right. Then fit all graph to view. Fit all graph to view. Okay, we need to select all the keyframes at the right hand side. To select all the keyframe, right, you need to click and drag to draw a frame, like a window, something like this. Can you see my cursor? From outside, click and drag so that it touch all the keyframe. Then you click and drag this yellow color handle to the left hand side, like this. Click and drag until it doesn't move. Okay. So we are changing the shape of the animation. Instead of linear, we want beginning faster and then slower at the ending. Clear? Rex Wong? Can? Okay. If done, let me know. Okay, done. You need to select first. You need to select the keyframe first. Okay, let me just undo back. If you don't select, you don't see the yellow color handle. So you need to click and drag to make selection. Can you see the gray color, white color box on my screen? Then you let go. Then only you will see this yellow color.
Sir, what if I don't see anything there? My thing is like blank only.
Blank means you didn't select your attributes. You didn't select your keyframe. Okay, so you close your graph editor. You select all your keyframe first. Can you see blue color highlight? Okay, means after you select, then only you go to graph editor. Then only you will see the graph and then fit all graph to view. Can Muniswaran?
Hold on, sir. I have to redo again, I think.
Okay, sure. Don't have to redo. You just close your graph editor. Close your graph editor. You will see the keyframe. Okay, you need to select all your keyframe. So in my case, I need to zoom out first. I press minus in my keyboard so that I can see all my keyframe. Then select all the keyframe. Okay, make sure your keyframe, you already press F9. Then only you go to your graph editor.
I share my screen forward.
Come again?
I share my screen forward.
That's not sharing screen. Make sure you, why not you just log into your...
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Okay, all right. Press minus in your keyboard. Minus, minus, minus.
Minus. On the
Select your click your timeline first.
okay.
Just click. Okay, press minus in your keyboard. There is plus, minus, right? No.
Yeah.
The one in the middle, beside the backspace button. Plus, minus. Some more minus. Okay, why there is only one keyframe?
That's the thing. I don't know what happened. Just now okay only.
Okay, try to undo now. Control Z. Control Z. Some more. Okay. Your last layer got one keyframe only. Redo. Control Shift Z. Control Shift Z. Control Shift Z. Undo. Control Z. Okay. So your last layer, what is that?
Nearly number one.
What is that? Try to on and off your layer. Okay, this one also you move it up. Yeah, some more. The 50% change to fit. Your zoom level, right? Yeah, change to fit. Okay, you need to move up some more. All right, great. Now select all your keyframe. Press F9 in your keyboard. Then go to graph editor. Okay, then fit all graph to view. Yep. Then go to your selection tool. Can you see your selection tool on top? Near the home. Selection tool, the arrow. Beside the home, selection tool. Then click and drag the last keyframe.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, correct. Correct. Yes. Click and drag the Y handle there. The yellow color handle. Yeah. Click and drag to the left. Down. Okay, let's go first. Then select the right hand side. The rest, please take a look. Select the right hand side keyframe. No. Click and drag again first. No, the one on the left hand side, left. Just now you selected the right keyframe, right? Now you select the left keyframe. Okay. Select.
Oh, select. Sorry.
Then click and drag to the right hand side. Yes, correct. Correct. Very good. Yes. The shape should be something like this, correct?
Should I join it or what?
No, it won't join. Never mind. Just move first. Move a bit to the left hand side. Left. Okay, done. Enough. Okay, so let me share my screen now. Okay, I go to fit all graph to view. Select the keyframe over here. I click and drag to the left hand side, and then I select the keyframe on the left hand side. I drag the handle to the right hand side, something like this. All right, so what happened here? Beginning slow, faster, and slow again. Okay, you can try to play back your animation. All right. When you're trying to play back, right, make sure you close the graph editor, you zoom out, press minus to zoom out, and then adjust the work area N. Can you see this bar here? Okay. Click and drag from the right-hand side, work area N. Click and drag, make it shorter to about 2 seconds. Then only you play, so that it will repeat only at that area. Can you see the difference, how it moves? Okay, cool. Slow, fast, and slow. All right. Done, everyone? Okay, cool. Okay, now, all done or not? Fakriza, done?
Where how to set just the work area N? I always cannot find.
Can you see this bar? Can you see my cursor?
Oh, okay, the N, okay.
Bila keluar work area N, baru you click and drag.
Okay.
Then you play.
Okay.
Okay, done everyone?
Done.
Okay, so now please take a look here. We're going to make the object to appear one after another. Okay, so you need to know which layer is which. Okay, for example, if I go to my layer 4, layer 6, this background, and then layer 3. Okay, let's say for example, I want the layer 3 to appear first. Okay, layer 3 to appear first, then followed by this one, let's say layer 5. Okay, so what I do, layer 5, I select the 2 keyframes here for the layer 5, and then I just move it to the right hand side. So after layer 3 appear, then only layer 5 will appear. Faham? Faham? Okay, and then layer 4, let's say. Okay, so select the layer 4 keyframe, and then you move it as well. Okay, something like this. And then check layer 6. Okay, layer 6 is the sky. All right, also select both keyframe, and then I move it after layer 4. Okay, after layer 4 start, then only the sky will appear. And then we have this, what is this? This the sun, right? Okay, the sun should appear after the background mountain appear, right? So I select the sun over here. I click and drag to somewhere around here. But at the same time, the front part, I don't want to see the sun. Okay, so I trim the sun layer. Bring your cursor to the front of the layer. When you see double arrow, black color arrow, double arrow, you click and drag so that it is same with your first keyframe. Okay, then the sky also. Okay, I'm going to move it after the layer 3 appear, somewhere around here. Okay, then increase back your work area try to play back. Faham tak semua? Okay, try first. Just move the keyframes. And also the layer 8, you need to trim up to the first keyframe. Layer 8. Increase your work area, then you play. Layer 7 and layer 2, turn off the visibility. If done, let me know. Okay, buffers are done. Okay, Rex one done. Okay, if your entire animation looks quite, very slow. Okay, it's supposed to be very fast, right? Okay, if it is slow, what you do is you select all your keyframes and then you compress your keyframe. Okay, so how about the rest? Are you guys done? Madan done? Okay, Adiswandi done, Madan done. Yang lain-lain? Okay, Chan Wei Yi done. Okay, cool. Okay, please take a look at my screen now. Any question, anyone? Anyone stuck or whatever? Anyone? Okay, so let's take a look at my screen. Okay, so what I do, okay, I feel like this is quite slow. Okay, so I select all my keyframe. And then I hold my alternate key in my keyboard and then click and drag the last keyframe on the right hand side. Let's say in my case, this is the last keyframe. Hold alternate, click and drag. Can you see that? It is compressing the keyframes. So when you make your time shorter, it will make the animation faster. Okay, let's say something like this. And don't forget to expand back your layer 8. Can you see that? Over here, I don't see my sun when there is a keyframe. So I need to expand back this. Okay, then I try to play again. Then it will be faster. Faham? Faham tak semua? Alright, try first. If done, let me know. If you need me to repeat, please let me know. Kalau tak jadi, tolong share screen. Okay, does the sun animated properly? After the background mountain appears, right? Then only the sun will go up. Dah ke yang lain-lain? Okay, Rex form done. Okay, Madan done. Okay, to swapping between the zoom panel and also your After Effects, right? You use your alternate and tab. Rexon, you use the keyboard shortcut alternate and tab to switch between the screen much faster instead of using your mouse to click. All right. Alternate tab, alternate tab. Okay, all done. All right, cool. Okay, now take a look here. we want to animate the glow effect, the layer 7 and 2. Okay, so layer 7 and 2, I'm going to animate it. Layer 7, for example, not 7, layer 2. Okay, layer 2, everything will become brighter, right? Okay, this layer should be animated together with the sun. When the sun goes up, everything become yellowish color. So we animate the opacity. Okay, you need to look at the sun layer over here. Okay, to go to the exact position. Okay, to change your time to exact position, same with your first keyframe here. You can click this button here. Go to previous keyframe, add or remove keyframe, go to next keyframe. Okay, click the button and go to next keyframe, where I move my time to the last keyframe here. Okay, then I go to my layer 2, I press T for Thailand. Okay, you will get opacity. Okay, once you see opacity, you click the stopwatch where the value is 100. Okay, then at your sun layer, layer 8, go back to your first keyframe. Go to previous keyframe. Okay, when you change your time to the first keyframe, change the layer 2 opacity to 0. So means when the sun go up, everything become yellowish color. All right, and this glow effect, right? Also you do the same. Okay, press T, layer 7. Press T for opacity. Okay, this one up to you lah, where you want to start the glow effect. So let's say I just simply put somewhere around here, click the stopwatch, change the time, change it to 0. Okay, and then you can try to play back. Faham? Okay, repeat which one? Adiswandi? Which one? Okay, from the keyframe. Okay, all right. Take a look here. Take a look. Okay, tengok tengok. Okay, I already removed it. Okay, in your sun layer, layer 8. Okay, so you can see your position. Okay, on the left hand side, you will see the first button. Go to previous keyframe. Okay, if I click go to previous keyframe, my time, it will jump to that first keyframe. If I go to next keyframe, it will go to the last keyframe. My time will go to the last keyframe. Okay, put your time at the last keyframe. Go to layer 2. You press T. T means opacity. It will show the opacity. Okay, tekan je T. All right, and then you click the stopwatch for opacity. Value dia sekarang ni is 100. Okay, so you have your first keyframe. After that, change your time to the first keyframe of your sun layer. Okay, so you go to previous keyframe. Click. So masa akan berubah ke first keyframe of the sun layer. Change the opacity of layer 2 to 0. Tekan 0, enter. And then try to play back. Faham? So when the sun goes up, it will become brighter. Okay. And then you animate the layer 7. Okay, layer 7 up to you where you want to put your time. I just simply put somewhere around here and then change the time, change the value to 0. 0, 100. Then try to play. You can see our layers, right? It's appearing as one group. Okay, all the grass, all the rocks as one object. And then all the background, the trees, the whatever, paddy field, the houses, everything as one layer. Okay, kalau rajin, you separate all the layers in Illustrator, then only you bring back here. So that you will have more layers, you can customize the animation. Okay, dia akan satu-satu, tup, 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 tup. Alright. Okay, all done. You guys done? Adiswani done? Chan, are you done? Alright, great. Okay, please take a look here. Okay, so now, okay, for now, we just leave it as it is right now. Okay, so the background layer, background color is a black color at the moment. So we can change it to a different color later, okay, on a different composition. Okay, let's say the first village here, it is done. So save your file first, just in case lah. Okay, so this is motion graphics. Okay, let me save file, and then I'm going to import the second file, second Illustrator file, 02CT, and then change the import as to composition retain layer sizes. Composition, retain layer sizes, and then you go to import. Okay, and then open the 02CT composition. Can you do that? Okay, let me just double check. Okay, we have an issue. Can you please take a look here on my screen? Layer 8. Layer 8, it has a circle over here, which is black color. Okay, remember I told you just now, anywhere you have a glow effect or a shadow effect, you have to separate the layer so that you can change the blending mode. But now I can't do that because I didn't separate the layer. Faham? Faham tak? Okay, so this is a mistake that I did lah. All right, so next time when you do separate the layers, make sure you check all your glow effect. How to check? You turn off all your layer, turn on only one layer, one by one to check. Okay, in this case, right, what I do, let me share my screen. Okay, I select my 02 layers here. I go to edit, and then I go to edit original. Okay, again, I repeat. I go to my project panel, 02 layers folder, select one of the layer, and then I go to edit, edit original. Okay, it will open up Illustrator. Okay, and always remember, when you make changes in your Illustrator file, it will be updated in After Effects, provided you don't add new layers. Okay, in this case, right, you can only remove the black color circle in this case. All right, so here I don't see any black color effect, but if I turn off the visibility, all the layer except for this layer 8, then I can see the black color circle. So I need to select the black color circle and delete. Okay, whatever black color, delete. And here also another black, delete. And one more here. Okay, all this actually a glow effect. Okay, I have another one here, delete. Faham tak? Faham tak semua? Okay, and then if I check here, okay, this one got nothing. This one got nothing, nothing, nothing. Nope, nope. Okay, so you can on back, you go to File, Save. This is in Illustrator. Yes, correct, Rexong. You open back in Illustrator and then you correct back. But you cannot create new layer. It will not be updated automatically. Okay, so here you can see when I update, right, you see my position, it changes. Can you see that? The position changes. So I need to adjust back the position. For example, layer 8, I press P for position, I click and drag the Y value. Okay, to adjust back the position. Something like this. All right. Okay, all clear so far? All clear? All imported? Import the 02CT already? Okay, now take a look here. Same thing, same like what we did earlier. Okay, I just double check what are the layers here. Okay, this we have some overlay over here. Okay, this overlay, the top layer, layer 2, I can animate the opacity at the last. Okay, I will animate the opacity. So I turn off the visibility for now. And then layer 4, double check. What is that? That is the water. Okay, and then you have your some of the benches. Okay, and then you have your this railing here, and then you have your lamppost, and then you have your tree and sky. Okay, so all this layer, right? Okay, we're going to animate the position. Layer 2, you turn off the visibility. Okay, the rest of the layer, you select, you press P for position. You go to about 1 second, let's say. Okay, not 2 seconds. I want it to be faster. So I go to 1 second. Instead of using your mouse, you go to your time, click at the time here, type 100. 1 for second, 0, 0 for frame. Then you press enter and click the stopwatch for position. Can you do that? If done, let me know. Layer 2, you turn off the visibility. The rest of the layer you select, go to 1 second duration, click the stopwatch for position. When you select all your layer, you press P, it will show for all. When you click at the stopwatch for one layer, it will apply to all also. Then you go back to your first frame and then try to move around your objects. Left, right, top, bottom, whatever can. All right. So earlier, what we did is we just changed the Y value. In this case, you can apply X value also. Okay, so that it will join from the left, from the right, whatever. Okay, so I go back to my first frame, go to first frame. Okay, select the layer, just double check first. What are the layers? Let's say, for example, the layer 4 is the water here. I move it to the left hand side. Just simply click and drag until it is not visible. Okay, and then layer 6, this one also, the other side. Okay, I just simply click and drag to move it. And layer 5 is the bottom railing. This one I click and drag to the bottom. Okay, and then layer 7 is a lamppost. I'm going to move it up. Okay, and then layer 8 is a tree. Okay, so let's say this one also move it up, let's say. Okay, this one, let me just double check. Okay, the position, my position is wrong, so I need to adjust the left and right as well. Then I go to my last here. Okay, then I click and drag to move it up. Sorry. Move it up, move it up, move it up.
Sir.
Yep.
Why I cannot find my time frame, sir?
Cannot find what?
My time frame.
Timeline.
Yeah, timeline.
You go to window, timeline.
Wait, window.
Timeline at the bottom.
It's already there.
Can you share your screen? What timeline you want?
Here, I mean, I couldn't find the how many seconds. I mean, I cannot move this.
Okay, okay. Because you zoom in too much. I can see there is 02F. Can you see that? 02F? That means 2 frame. You need to press minus in your keyboard. Oh, okay. It doesn't do anything, right? That's because your composition is 2 second duration. Okay. So you go to composition menu, composition setting, and then increase the time. Let's say you put 20 seconds. the bottom duration. 20, no, 200, 0, 30, 30.
30. Oh, okay.
20 seconds. Okay. Click OK. Then minus in your keyboard. Press minus first.
Yeah, it's not going.
Okay. Now I know already.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. Everyone, please take a look here. Okay, you see when you import your file, right? Okay, when you import your file, you have a sequence of number. Can you go to 01 village? I want to have a look. 01 village. 01 village.
Oh, 01. Okay.
Okay, here the layers are AI file. Can you see that? It's an orange color symbol icon, right?
Yes.
If you go to 02 city, open that. Can you see the icons are different? It's like frames, right? Okay, because you open as a sequence, you need to delete first. Delete 02 layer and city. Yes, delete. Yes, delete. Import again. Select the 02. Okay, can you see that there is a sequence option is checked automatically?
Oh, this one. Okay.
Because there is a sequence of images 01, 02, 03, 03, correct? 01, 02, 03, right? So it will auto detect the sequence. So you have to manually uncheck the sequence.
Okay.
Then you import. Now you double click, you can see the orange color AI layer.
Okay.
You understand?
Understand.
Turn on back your layers. Visibility. Not opacity, yeah? Position. P for position.
Position. Okay.
P. Press P.
Okay.
P. Penang.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And find this 100.
1 second. Yes.
And press this timeline.
Can.
Okay.
Okay, the top layer, I said turn off the visibility, right? Okay, all right, cool. Go back to first frame and then you move it out. Okay? Go to your first frame. Go to your first frame.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Then you change. Remove it. Remove everything. Okay, same like just now. You stop your playback. Okay, you select all your keyframe. Select all your keyframe. Press F9 in your keyboard. Go to your graph editor. Fit all graph to view. Click and drag. And then drag the handle. Something like this. Click and drag the keyframe on the left hand side. Drag the handle to the right hand side. Something like this. Okay, after you have done this, the graph editor, right? Close back your graph editor, you zoom out, okay, and then you decide first which one you're going to make it appear first. Okay, so in my case, let's say I want to animate the, let me see. Okay, so let's say I want to animate this one first, layer 5. So layer 5, I'm not going to touch, and also the sky, let's say, the background. I want it to appear at the same time. Okay, the rest of the layer, I'm going to move the keyframe. You can see I select all the 4 keyframes together. I just simply move it. Okay, and then double check what are the layers. Okay, so let's say I want the water to appear, then only the rest of the layers appear. I just simply moving it. Okay, I'm not looking at the object. I just simply move it and then move it. Then when you try to play back, you get this. Okay, maybe you want the tree appear first, then only the lamppost appear, the bench appear, up to you. Okay, try first. Same like previous graph. Okay, currently because I already moved my keyframe, right? So you can see the shape supposed to be something like this. Okay, Chan, the frame rate, right? Okay, so you can change it in your composition setting. If you go to composition setting, you change your frame rate to 25. Can, no issues. All right, because the frame rate, it would follow from the previous setting, previous composition setting. All right, the rest done or not, guys? Faster. Okay, I'm going to proceed first, but then after you join, you let me know. Try first. Okay, try to log in first. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, let's say this is done lah. Let's say this is done. Okay, you save your file. Okay, and then you import the third image. Okay, so when you import again, I repeat, please take a look here. When you have a sequence of file name, right? Okay, when you select the third file, sometimes it will auto select the sequence. Okay, you have to uncheck. But then I think your case is maybe this also. It could be you import it as a sequence. Select 03, make sure uncheck the sequence. Uncheck the sequence, import as composition retain layer sizes, and then you go to import. Okay, and then you open your composition, the third one. Okay, also same over here. So we have this black color. This both layer, change the blending mode to screen. Okay, and if you don't want, also you can delete this because the effect is not much, just a very light effect, right? So if you don't want, you can just delete the layer. Okay, I think maybe to save time, I select layer 9 and 10, I press delete. Okay, layer 9 and 10, press delete. All right, so the rest of the layer, I go to my 2 second duration, sorry, 1 second, click the time, right, 100, press enter, select all the layer, press P for position, click the stopwatch. Then you go back to your first frame, you move around all the layers. Faham? Okay, so I click and drag. Okay, try to do it first. Try to do it first. At 1 second, select all your layer, press P, click the stopwatch. Go back to first frame, and then you move all the objects around. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to move up, down only. Okay, for the third image here, also same. After you move it, okay, it will be moving together. Edit your keyframes, select all your keyframes, press F9, go to your graph editor, edit the graph first. Okay, click and drag, fit all graph to view, click and drag, and then you click and drag. Something like this. Then you close your graph editor, zoom out, you press minus in your keyboard, and then you try to rearrange back all the keyframes. Faham? Okay, very good. And always remember at your first frame, okay, at your first frame, nothing should be visible. Okay, for the 03 city and also the 02 city, at the first frame, nothing should be visible. Very important. The first 01 village, it's okay. Even if you have something on the, over here, it's fine. Okay, but 02 and 03, nothing should be visible because we're going to put it on top of the village later, the 02 city, and then the 03, we will put it on top of the 02. All right. Okay, the rest 03, are you done?
Hold on, sir, still doing.
Okay, faster.
Okay.
Okay, there is a question here. Next one. Let's say I want to align the frame of layer 4 to layer 8. How do I do that? Okay, you mean you want to align the keyframe, is it? Okay, if you want to align the keyframe, let's say for example, let's say I have this keyframe and this keyframe. Let's say contoh lah. Okay, I have these two. If you want to align it, okay, so only one way, you put your time wherever you want to align it. You zoom in. Okay, when you zoom in, when you move, right, it will be snapping. Okay, it will snap. You click plus in your keyboard to zoom in, and then you align it. And then move your time. Okay, click and drag the next keyframe, put it at the exact time, and then click and drag, you move it. All right, you have to do it manually. Okay, okay, great. So put it back here. Rex Wong, what business are you doing right now? You're doing it on your own business, right? What are you doing? Okay, Magan done. Can we just type the number inside the value of y instead of, yes, correct. Bakriza, you can do that. There is two ways of changing the value. One is you click, hold and drag. Another way is you click and let go your mouse, you type the value, if you know the value. Okay, Ken. Oh, I see. What software you're using, Rex Wong? Max, SketchUp? Or Maya? Or Blender? All right. Okay, cool, cool, great. Because I do 3D visualization, but I use Maya. Okay, not like the industry standard. Okay, because I'm more into 3D animation, character animation. Okay, okay, cool, cool. I don't use Maya. I don't use I don't use 3D Max. I don't use SketchUp. I use AutoCAD and Maya. All right. All right. Okay, take a look here. Take a look here. Everyone done, right? Character during my college years, those are not. Okay. Okay, so for 3D animation, you need to spend a lot of time, right, to master that. Okay, but once you learn, that will be unlimited. You can create anything you want. Okay, take a look here. Take a look. Okay, so we're already done with these three items here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new composition. Okay, and then I'm going to drop all the three composition into the new composition. So I go to composition menu. Okay, new composition. Okay, and then change it to 1920 1080. The width and the height. The duration, I'm going to key in 20 seconds. Okay, slightly more than the audio, slightly, or maybe you can put 21 or 25 seconds also can. Nothing wrong with that. All right. If teach character for Maya, I'm up for it. Okay. So I'm not sure because 3D animation will take longer time. So usually, right, when there is a government-sponsored thingy, then only I will start. All right. Okay, take a look here. I want you to create a new composition. Okay, full HD size, 25 frame rate, FPS. Okay, and then duration is 25 seconds. Okay, when you highlight your duration, you can type 2500. Okay, then you click OK. Can you do that, everyone?
Sir, my composition is different. The preset is, I couldn't find the preset that you're using.
Couldn't find what?
The preset.
No, you don't have to choose the preset. You change the width and the height.
How about the drop frame, non-drop frame and drop frame, and frame rate?
Here. Okay, so if you go to frame rate, can you change the frame rate to 25?
Okay.
Okay, so here it says a default drop frame here. In my case.
Okay, 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 sir. All right.
Okay, then you click OK. After that, after you create the comp one, right, you drag and drop the 01 village into your timeline. And then the 02 city on top of the village, 03 on top of the city. something like this, and then you import your audio as well, the knowledge MP3. You drag and drop also, and you import your music as well, any music. Okay, just simply choose one music, drag and drop. Can you do that? Okay, rec song done. Okay, and this one be done. You mean your composition, is it? Okay, and if you notice, right, my Illustrator file, all my Illustrator file, I set it to full HD size. So when you import as composition, it will maintain the size. Okay. Very important. When you download from FreePik, you will get a different file size. Okay. So you change it to your video size that you want. Then only you adjust the size, adjust whatever scale, then only you import. Okay. Okay. Have you created all the new composition, and also have you drag and drop to your timeline? 01, 02, 03, your audio, the knowledge MP3 file, and also the music. All done? Okay, take a look at my screen now. Okay, so there is the audio and music, right? Okay, this audio, if you press double L, when you press double L, you can see the waveform where the text is appearing. Okay, let's say roughly what I do, the 02, okay, or maybe the 01. Okay, 01 layer, right? I just bring my cursor on top of the layer, I click and drag so that it will start from sometime. Okay, and then the 02, I start from somewhere around here when the next whatever sentence start to appear. And the 03, okay, let's say I move it somewhere around here. Can you see that? Okay, I'm just trying to follow the whatever sentence being talked, or maybe you can put here. Depends, wherever you want to start the animation. That's one. And if I select my audio, the music, okay, and then you press double L, okay, you can see towards the ending, it is at the full volume over here. Okay, it can be any audio, still the same. So we need to fade out the audio over here. All right, so I bring my time to about 20 plus. Okay, earlier I said 20 seconds, right? So if it is going to be 20 seconds, and then you move your time to about 19 seconds. If your composition is 25 seconds, then you can go to 23 or 22 seconds, let's say. Okay, I put my time at about 22 seconds. I go to this audio layer, the music layer, sorry. Okay, collapse, and then you expand back. You will see audio level. When you see audio level, you click the stopwatch. Okay, then you go to your, let's say about 25 or whatever, and then you lower down the audio to minus 50 or minus 60. Okay, you can see it will fade out over here. Faham? Faham tak? Okay, so that's why I changed to red color so that you can see clearly. Okay, so the 01, 02, 03, you move your layer, not trim, move the layer. Don't click and drag from the beginning, but click on top of the layer and you drag. Okay, and then you can try to preview.
Education, from the rustic roots of the village, nurturing the potential of every rural scholar, to the city.
Okay, my music is too loud. All right, so what you need to do is, it just need to be very low volume, right? So since I have two keyframes here, okay, I go to my first keyframe, go to the first keyframe, you lower down the audio level. Something like this. I put minus 20, let's say. Okay, and then I try to play again.
Education, from the rustic roots of the village, nurturing the potential of every rural scholar, to the city's towering skyline, empowering urban minds, igniting ambitions, and crafting the architects of the future. Knowledge as the unifying journey, bridging rural and urban landscapes. Education,
Try.
from the rustic roots of the village.
After you just try to play back. Okay, one thing is missing, which is the text. Okay, you can put your text according to your audio. Don't put the whole text, just put the key points from the voiceover. Okay, if done, let me know up to here. If you have question, please let me know. Okay, done. Very good. How to change the volume? Okay, you can see, go to the music layer, you expand your layer, you collapse first and then expand back. You will see audio level. Okay, Bakriza, do you have a keyframe right now for your audio? Do you have a keyframe right now? Like mine at the ending? Do you have or not?
Don't have.
Okay, if don't have, you just can simply click and drag this value. The 0 decibel, right? You lower down to -20, for example.
Okay. But now is +00, so minus.
Yeah, minus.
Oh, okay. Okay, done.
Okay, and then you go to just before your video ends, right? For example, I put my time at 22 seconds. I click the stopwatch for audio level. Okay, then you go to your last frame, you lower down to -50. So that the audio will fade out.
Okay.
Okay, and then you will play. Okay, what is the difference between Premiere Pro and After Effects? Okay, Premiere Pro is a video editing software. Okay, whereby After Effects more like a compositing software or a motion graphic or a visual effects. Okay, so when you have a raw footage, you shoot videos, right? Using your video camera. Okay, and then if you want to, cut the front, cut the back, and then you want to mix together, you want to add transition, you want to put simple text on top of the video, you want to make color adjustment on the video, then you use Premiere Pro, much faster, much easier. Okay. Okay, please take a look here. When I try to play back, right, I already mute my audio. Can you see there is a speaker icon on your audio layers? You can turn off that to mute your audio. Okay, if it is, too annoying or whatever, you just mute it. Okay, when I play, right, when my first animation appear, okay, after it's fully appear, right, it's look like static only, it doesn't move, right? And then the same thing happened when my second image appear. Okay, after it's fully loaded, it just look like static. So what we can do here, we can animate the scale so that it slowly become bigger, not very big, just slight difference. Okay, so that it doesn't look like static. Okay, for example, please take a look here on my screen. Okay, this first object here, right? Okay, so what I do, I put my time somewhere around, let's say at the beginning itself also can. So select the layer, press S for scale. Okay, you click the stopwatch first. Okay, and then you go to your frame where it's fully loaded, plus the next object is appearing until it's covering. Okay, you can see it is covering up to somewhere around here, let's say. Okay, until this sky and this thing fall down. Okay, over here, I'm going to increase the scale. Okay, so let's say I go to 110. Make it slightly bigger, or maybe 120, for example. If not enough, you can increase further later. So if I go back to my first frame, I play back. Okay, it's loaded, and also slowly it will like zoom in. The camera is zooming in. Faham tak? Faham tak? Okay, so the same thing for the second layer over here. Go to the beginning of that layer, press S for scale, click the stopwatch, and then you move your time where it's totally covered by the next image. Okay, somewhere around here, let's say. And then I increase to 120. All right, the next layer also same. Go to the beginning of the third one, press S for scale, click the stopwatch, and then you go to the ending or whatever, and then you change to 120, for example. Okay, and then you try to play back. Now there is nowhere it looks like a static image. Fun? Can you try that? Press S for scale. Select the layer, press S for scale. Click the speaker icon at the audio layer. The audio layer, right? Can you see there is a speaker icon? Can you see my cursor? Speaker. You click it to mute the audio. All right, great. How to fade the music? Okay, please take a look here. Okay, I select my, let's say I remove my keyframe first. Okay, first of all, we need to lower down the music volume, right? So what I do without any keyframe, and currently audio level, no keyframe. Okay, so I change the audio level from 0. Okay, initially it will be 0. Let me turn on the speaker icon so that you can see the waveform. Okay, first you change the audio level to -20. So it will be smaller. And then at the ending, okay, let's say my duration is 25 seconds. Okay, so I go to change my time to 22 seconds. At 22 seconds, I add keyframe for audio level, which is -20. Then I change my time to my last keyframe. Just click and drag to the last. And then I change the value to -50, 50. And you can see the shape here. Okay, it will be like fading out over here. Clear? Chan? Okay, cool. If it is still too loud, right, you can go to your first keyframe, then you lower down some more. Let's say I put -30, for example. Okay. Now it's slightly lower. Okay, any question so far? Anyone got any problem? All done or not? Okay, right, song done. The rest? The rest? And Chan and Adiswandi, what do you guys do? And Muniswaran, what do you do?
Done, sir. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Done, sir.
No, I'm asking what actually you guys doing. A research officer, soil science. Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm a clinical instructor.
Doing what?
Clinical instructor.
Come again?
Clinical instructor, sir.
What instructor?
Clinical instructor, medical physiotherapy.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, very good. So see, when you're an instructor, right? So definitely you can use this type of graphic to, you know, to teach.
Yes, yes.
All right. Cool, cool.
Yes.
All right. Part-time admin coordinator. All right. So if you are currently admin coordinator, so you can upgrade yourself to become, you know, a content creator or a digital marketer, for example. You see, whenever you become a digital marketer, you need to content, okay, in order for you to attract people. All right. So eventually, I see many companies, right, when you have admin, all right, so come graphic designer, come, you know, whatever digital marketer, for example. Okay, so it's good for you to, you know, learn this type of skill. All right. Okay, so over here, what we didn't do is, one is the text. We didn't put in the text yet, so it depends on the whatever voiceover you have. Okay, you can key in your text and then you can animate. Okay, that's one. And then at the ending, okay, maybe you can put in your logo and then you make your image to fade out. Okay, for example, just an example only, you don't have to do, I'm just showing only, then we will end the session here. So let's say if I go to import, for example, I import my logo. Okay, I just drag and drop my logo here. Okay, let's say something like this. And I want to fade out the background image and make the logo to appear, let's say. All right, so I imported the logo and then I just drag and drop here, just a small one, let's say. All right, so we need to fade out this existing image here, both image. So this image, since we already covered over here, right? Let's say this is the second one. After some time, okay, it's already covered. So once it is covered, I can actually trim the layer, right? Something like this. And then I move my time. Okay, everything is loaded. So let me check the audio. Okay, when you press double L, right, you can see the waveform. So I know that the voice is ending over here. And then I can start to fade the image over here. Select the layer, press T for opacity, click the stopwatch for opacity, and then change your time, and then make the opacity to 0. Okay, currently the background become black color. All right, so what you can do is you can create a white color solid. Okay, in my case, let's say for example, I go to layer, new solid. Okay, make it as white color, click OK, and then move the white solid to the bottom layer. Okay, let's say something like this. Okay, this one also, put it at the bottom so that I know that this is my background. Okay, and at the beginning also I can see it is white color, then the image start to load. Okay, and then at the ending it will fade out, and then I want my logo to appear. Logo also I can animate the opacity. Okay, so here I want it to be fully appear, so I click the stopwatch, move your time to the left hand side over here, change the opacity to 0. So the image will fade out, my logo will fade in. Okay, so let's say I remove this here, and then I try to play.
Bridging rural and urban landscapes.
Faham tak?
Unifying journey, bridging rural and urban landscapes. Unifying journey, bridging rural and urban landscapes.
Okay, so you can put your, you know, whatever institute logo, whatever, and then in between here, okay, definitely you need to put your text. Okay, based on your audio. All right. Faham semua? Okay, so the background, I put white color solid. Scale lagi logo. Can, of course can. Okay, this one, right? Okay, I didn't scale it because my original logo already small. Okay, if you want to make it bigger, so make sure you use a bigger logo. Alright, kalau besarkan yang ni, besar sangat, it will become, blurry. Okay, so make sure your logo, your original logo is big enough. Okay, you still can make it bigger. For example, when it's appearing, right? It's appearing, right? You can animate the scale as well. So let's say I go to my first keyframe here, press Shift S so that I can see scale and opacity. Click the stopwatch, go to my second keyframe, I increase the size, let's say. Okay, so it can be, it will be fade in and also scale up. 3 basic motion. Yes, you can include position, scale, opacity, and rotation also. Right? Okay, for example, since you asked, right? So I go to rotation as well. Shift R. I go to my last keyframe, click the stopwatch for rotation, go back to first frame, and then I change to 90 degrees. Okay, so when I play back, it will be spinning and appearing. But remember, always remember, when you animate position, rotation, and scale, you must edit the graph, or else it will look like PowerPoint. Okay, so in my case here, the logo, it has rotation, it has scale. Okay, opacity, no need. Okay, so I select all the 3 keyframes here. Sorry, opacity, don't select. Select the 4 keyframes here for the scale and rotation. Press F9, go to your graph, and then fit all graph to view. Click and drag, and then drag the handle. Okay, something like this. Then you try to play back. All right. Okay, clear. Okay, done with our lesson. Okay, so thank you so much for being patient with me for this 7 days. Okay, I noticed most of you join all the classes. All right. Okay, so if you have any question, all right, great, thank you. Okay, if you have any question, you can anytime reach me. You can WhatsApp me. Okay, of course you introduce first lah. Okay, say that you joined the class during the the National Training Week. Okay, and then you can ask any question. All right, so my phone number is on my screen, right? Right. Is it there? Let me stop my sharing. Can you see my phone number there? Form. Yes, of course. Of course, you have your attendance form. Okay, let me share this the link. Okay, please fill up the form, and also for those who didn't leave a review, you missed ke, you terlambat ke, didn't came for yesterday ke, whatever. Okay, please help me to fill up a review in my this Brainimation website. Okay, in Google, in Google. So let me just copy the link. Yes. Let me just paste my link first. Yes. Save as what need to send to. Okay, the file, you can export it as an MP4 file. I'm not sure whether you attend the previous class or not. Okay, to export the file, you have to go to Add to Media Encoder Queue, and then choose your location where do you want to save, and then you just export. Okay, it will by default, it will be MP4 file. Since our duration is not very long, so the file size also won't be very big. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, great. Okay, because it's rendering, right? Then it will slow down your computer. All right. So if can means it's okay, fine. Okay, so any question you can reach to me. All right, in future. Okay, see you guys. All the best. Good luck. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. All right, great. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Madan. Thank you. Bye-bye.